Don't want to squish them. Don't want to squish them. One magazine down, like, oh, 75 left to go or something. Remember, I'm bored out of my mind. And I can do, I went to college, I graduated with honors. Okay, I can do shit like this. Okay, so, this magazine, January 23rd, 2017. January 23rd, 2017. Anything I liked in this magazine, I wrote down. Anything I found interesting. At the very end of the magazine, I found out that Jewel wrote a memoir. That might be interesting to read. She's a singer-songwriter, so I like that, you know. And she apparently had a rough childhood. She wrote a memoir called Never Broken. I didn't know that until I read it in this magazine. Somebody picked it as their go-to book. This magazine always has... Remember, I buy these magazines and don't end up reading them. But now I have nothing better to do, so... And it makes stuff go into memory more when you write it down. The 6 paperbacks we're reading now, it always has first editors picking them in Celebrity Memoir, Never Broken by Jewel. I read J.C. Dugard's thing when I was in L.A. Or, to be precise, Mar Vista. It's all the same thing anyway. Culver City, Mar Vista, L.A., it's all interconnected. If you call the cops for something, you don't know what cop's going to show up. Culver City or LA cops. I was living in LA when that homeless guy got those LA cops, I think. Was it LA cops? I don't know who it was, but ganged up on him and beat him to death. Apparently the cops all got acquitted too. The only 2 that were even prosecuted got acquitted. I screamed bloody murder on a video about that. Not about them getting acquitted, because I didn't even follow it, I didn't even know it, because it took a long time to process. I screamed bloody murder about it when it happened, when I saw the video. Anyway. I only found out, I think, because I lose track of all this shit, I only found out since being here. I decided to look it up and found out that they were acquitted, all of them. It's mind-blowing to me. It's really mind-blowing. Anyway, J.C. Dugard. I don't know how old she is. That I don't remember. I read her memoir thing about 17 years in that captivity and whatnot, how she survived and whatnot. And she, I think she wrote a follow-up book. I think she was featured on a thing that she wrote a follow-up. But in it's the one that I read, it's her journal. I guess she kept a journal while she was in captivity or something. I forget now. I'd have to reread it. But I don't know if it's when she gets out. I guess it has to be when she gets out or something or other. But one of the things I remembered was that one of her favorite bands was Nickelback. I thought that was interesting. And she's obviously a writer because she, despite not going to school, despite whatever, I mean, she wrote that book. She wrote that memoir, you know, very candid, whatever. I forget what her thing was called, but unbelievable what she went through. Being that guy's sex slave from the moment she was like 10 years old to age 28 or something, 17 years, something like that. Had kids with him in captivity. Unreal. Actually, I wouldn't mind reading that again. But I think at the end is when she's I don't know if the end is when she's keeping a journal once she's released from captivity or what the deal was. But I do know she liked Nickelback. Don't quote me on that because I'm pretty certain she liked Nickelback. Because I remember thinking, oh, isn't that interesting? One of her favorite bands is my favorite band. How did her memoir come out? I forget. I did read it. Anyway, only bringing that up because Jewel has written a memoir and I think it would be interesting to read. I wouldn't have known about it had I not arbitrarily picked this magazine out of the stack of magazines I have in here. And this is all the stuff that I thought, learned. For example, give you an example. Oh yeah, this is interesting. This doctor's writing how you can age-proof your body. She wrote, to hear some experts tell it once you turn 40, it's normal to start feeling tired, achy, and just plain blah. Christine Northrup says bullshit. I put the bullshit because I'm trying to shorten what I'm writing here. But she wrote, Christine Northrup wrote, your body was designed for health, vitality, and well-being for your entire life. Our bodies don't betray us, and they needn't deteriorate with each passing year. Few simple tweaks to your routine will have a dramatic impact on how you feel now and for years to come. She said you should roll your foot on a tennis ball every day because your foot's connected to everything in your body. When you walk, you should meditate, like concentrate on swinging your arms and whatnot. You should detox in the tub every day for 3 times a week for 20 minutes. Because your skin is mix 2 cups of Epsom salt and hot water and soak for 20 minutes 3 times a week. It opens pores, it speeds toxin removal. Your skin is the largest detox organ. So little things everybody should do. Supplement with vitamin D. See, I read that, and now I'm going to order from Life Extension, like I ordered the Quercetin, the 5-HTP, and the L, whatever that is. I'm going to order a vitamin D because I need to order vitamin D anyway, but since I'm not getting any vitamin D, any sunlight, I'm stuck in this house every day. Okay? At least 80% of us are deficient, and that skin only makes D in sunlight. That's because this is a winter issue. Vitamin D activates hundreds of anti-aging genes, cutting the risk of heart disease and osteoporosis in half. Plus bringing it writing. She said you should supplement with 5,000 D3 daily. She says looking at old pictures, picturing yourself in your prime can reverse aging. Older people who did things that evoked their youth reading magazines and watching TV shows from the 50s, looked 10 years younger and had dramatic improvements in hearing and vision in 2 weeks. So what you should do is look at old photos, listen to favorite tunes, and return to old hobbies. And nourish your gut. Eat fermented foods and supplement with probiotics. All simple shit. The bath, 2 cups of Epsom salts and hot water. Soak for 20 minutes, 3 times a week. Don't soak for over an hour like yours truly fucking stupidly did. On a fasting body too. It had no nutrients in it the whole day. It was just stupid of me. Oh, and vitamin D bringing instant benefits like more energy. I couldn't read my writing. Three hours, the amount of time that cold germs can survive on the human skin. Benefits of drinking water are even greater than we thought. Oh, eating an apple or munching on lettuce at the end of a garlic-heavy meal can help keep bad breath at bay. Compounds in the lettuce and the apple neutralize the sulfur compounds that make you garlic breath. See, that's interesting. Water is even more benefits greater than we thought. They looked at the diets of 18,311 adults who drank about 4 cups of water daily. That's not even remotely enough water. I drink a shitload of water. Those who increased their water intake by 1 to 3 cups, a small amount, reduced up to 205 calories, 235 grams of sodium, 21 grams of cholesterol, and 18 grams of sugar from their diet. Water curtails consumption of foods and beverages that have little nutritional benefit. Now you fill up on water and you don't eat the other crap. Anyway, that's just some. That's what I did today. The day's not even remotely over. I need to do a VitaQuest order. I told you, fortunately for me, I saved all my old VitaQuest things. All the way back to 2013. I started ordering from VitaQuest. I learned about VitaQuest from Joe, I think. Because you can get some organic things, cheap. Joe likes to support his local health food stores and whatnot, but, sometimes you just gotta save money and order from like VitaQuest. So I did this. One magazine down. Like I said, this whole drawer is filled with these. It's this high. So I don't know how many are in there, but hey, it passes the time, right? And it made me put it in my memory more too. Maybe put it in my memory more. But the Cert Foods diet. Adele lost 30 pounds on that. So certain foods activate the activate the SIRT1 gene, and the SIRT1 gene reignites metabolism, reduces the formation of fat tissue up to 80%. The plan calls for loading up on SIRT foods, including arugula, buckwheat, cocoa, red wine, dates, olive oil, kale, red onions, berries, tofu, walnuts, green tea. The plan authors also advise cutting calories for short periods, which switches on SIRT1 genes. So I try to do that. But I'm not technically fasting if you go longer hours from the night before. Say stop eating at whatever, if I stopped eating at 10 and go all the way to the next day, not eat till 12 hours, 14 hours. Small fasting, intermittent fasting. They discovered a gene called SIRT1 that tells the body how to store and burn energy. When this gene is active, it dials down hunger, prevents fat storage, and revs metabolism. But as we age, activity of the gene slows and fat burning slows with it. One magazine down. 50 zillion magazines to go. What else did I want to order from Life Extension? How much water have I had today? I had my 32 ounces upon awakening. Yeah, she didn't listen to any music when she's in captivity. I think she was adding to her old, like making a new journal. She just did that at the end of the memoir of what it was like for her being in that captivity like that. Being that perverts. This is... all those years, she's lost her whole childhood, her whole whatever. I think it was at the end where she's keeping a new journal or something. And she wrote one of her favorite meals in it. She only survived that because she decided she wanted to survive it. She did what she had to survive it, otherwise he would have killed her. That's someone who doesn't know she wants to survive. I'm sure she dreamed of a day that she might escape. And that's what kept her docile. She clearly had a brain, she had intelligence and whatnot. She runs a brain in that thing, and she knew that if she tried to fight him, he'd kill her. So she remained docile. She played along. light. Come with me. We'll take this world and make a change. We'll give this more than they can take away. We'll see this through eyes we always thought were blind if we could find just one light to shine. Walls will crumble at our feet. For all we know, we'll finally see. We'll fight for hope and kill this doubt. Angels of war, let me out.